Okay, I've got 3 practice questions for you today. These are also from FAR, and these are random. These aren't specific topics. So the first question here is, how should equipment be depreciated that was used in R&D but has alternative uses in the future? So you can either capitalize and depreciate it over the span of the R&D project, capitalized or expensed, but not both, depending on how long the R&D project lasted. Can you immediately expense it, or do you capitalize and depreciate it over its estimated useful life? So pause this video if you want to think about it for yourself. The answer is D. So any equipment that has, even if it is used in R&D, if it has alternative future uses, it should be depreciated over its useful life like a regular piece of equipment would be. The only difference is that during the R&D project, the depreciation expense will be recorded as an R&D expense. Okay, let's go to the next one. If you are investing in a foreign operation, what would you most likely do to hedge your investment? Would you invest in debt in the same amount in your domestic currency? Would you invest in equity securities in your domestic currency? Would you invest in equity securities in the same foreign currency as the investment you're trying to hedge? Or would you borrow from another foreign entity with the same foreign currency as the investment? And again, pause this if you want to think through it yourself. The answer is D. Whoops, that's not what I meant. So, since the investment in the foreign currency is an asset and borrowing would be a liability, you would borrow from another foreign entity that's in the same foreign currency as the investment you're trying to hedge, because any changes in the exchange rates would have offsetting effects. Next question. Which of the following may not be measured and reported at fair value at the election of an entity? Is it accounts payable, investment in a subsidiary that will be consolidated, investment in debt securities that are held to maturity investments, or accounts receivable? The answer here is B. So, if a subsidiary is going to be consolidated, then the investment in that entity will be eliminated in the consolidation, and it'll be replaced by the subsidiary's assets and liabilities on the consolidated balance sheet. So, if an investment is going to be consolidated, then it can't be reported at fair value, because the actual investment will be replaced ultimately on the consolidated balance sheet by the subsidiary's assets and liabilities, and possibly goodwill. So those are the practice questions for today.